Poll, and today I'm here with head basketball coach, Coach Byron Smith. Coach Smith, how are you doing today?
Doing well. And yourself?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are coming off a big win over Mississippi Valley State. How will you translate this momentum from that game into your next two games on the road against Alcorn and Jackson, respectively?
Well, anytime you can win, obviously, it should give you some confidence. We've had a down year. Things haven't gone the way that we have wanted them to. But obviously, getting a win, then you feel like you can get the next one. Obviously, probably one of the tougher road trips in our conference at Alcorn and Jackson State. So we feel confident that we can go in and get some momentum. And hopefully, this will be a segue into us having an opportunity to do well in the SWAC tournament.
Right. Thank you. Leading into my next question, SWAC championship coming up. What can we expect from the Panthers going into the last stretch of the season? Only 3 games left in conference before the championship.
Obviously, I mean, we kind of feel like we've solidified ourselves to get in. Obviously, we've got a little bit of more work to do. And obviously, with some of the teams that are right there, close with us, if they can not have success to finish out the season, we'll get into the tournament. But obviously, with the 3 games with Alcorn, Jackson, Texas Southern, it'll be tough. I mean, games that we were in. I mean, I think all 3 games we were, maybe down a couple points at halftime, just not really putting together a good second half, a complete 40 minutes. That's been our issue. We've been really good in the first half, the first 20 minutes. The second half, not so good, but we can put together 2 solid 20-minute halves and finish basketball games. I like our chances in all 3 games to finish out the season.
Right, and as getting the honor of the season to do y'all's broadcast on the YouTube page, and as well as taking a look at the stats very closely each game, you guys are doing impressively better in the last 6 games on the boards. Not necessarily getting right at the rebounds, but your rebounds have improved per game. What has been the strategic effort in those to get the boards a little better on the stats?
Just a constant reminder that rebounding is a big part. Obviously the things that are really exciting in basketball is usually scoring on the offensive end, but getting guys to play defense and rebound, that's a bit of a chore. It's a bit of a tough task, but we're never the biggest team. This seems like it's kind of been our Achilles heel a little bit here in recruiting, not been able to get rim protectors and get guys that can go out and be a Dennis Rodman and get 15 rebounds a game. Every coach would like that. But I think it's just to continue to drive it home that we have to rebound. All of our players have to rebound. Our guards have to rebound. So I think it's been more of a focus, of our guys to be able to go out and get on the glass because it gives us a better chance to be successful.
Right. And then with a big injury early in the preseason with Nick Anderson being out practically the whole season, Tanaj Petway and Braylon Bush have stepped up. What can you say in terms of them taking the lead, taking a step forward into leadership going into the final stretch of the season?
Kind of expected it from Tanaj Petway because obviously he had some success last year scoring the basketball in New Mexico State at a really good level. Braylon Bush is someone that Braylon's kind of like a bit of a folk hero here in Texas. Obviously, when you go to the circus, you always look at the big animals and you look at the little small one. Braylon's like the little small animal at the circus that everybody, oh, isn't he cute? Like you want to pick him up and put him on your knee. But he is a warrior. I mean, he is one of my all-time favorites to coach in a short amount of time. He is total team. He's a hard worker. He's a very smart young man, and he's extremely coachable. He cares about winning. He impacts winning, and he does it all for the good of the team. So I can't say enough about those 2 young men. Really proud to coach them, and just hoping that they will continue on this tear that they've been on because we definitely needed to have a chance to be successful.
Perfect. And then taking a look further ahead into the off season, what as a coaching staff, what are you guys looking to change, hopefully work in the transfer portal to turn y'all's faith around for next season?
Well, first and foremost, we're looking to try to retain some guys, which we have not been able to do that in the past 3 to 4 years. I mean, we continue to flip our roster year in, year out because obviously with, Prairie View been a bit of a challenge academically. It's been difficult for us to get kids in school. A lot of people won't know that. The alums won't know that, and we don't really harp on it. But if we can retain 4 or 5 or 6 guys from this year's roster and carry it over to next year's roster, obviously we got to go get some bigger players. We got to go get another point guard and get another scorer, a la Nick Anderson or Tanaj Petway or Braylon Bush. So we pretty much know what we need to get. Wanting and needing and knowing and being able to actually secure these players is a little bit more of a challenge. But retention is important. Having a good off season in the spring, being able to get our guys here in the summer, and hopefully have a complete roster. We can have 9 to 10 guys here in the summer, and as opposed to getting everybody together in August, so you're a little bit behind. If we can do that, I think we can have a chance to have some success moving forward.
Perfect. And then my final question for you is, how can Panther Nation support you? How can the alumni and the student body support the men's basketball program?
I think just continue to have patience. Obviously, we have had some really good years here at Prairie View, and I think we created a really strong culture and winning. that seems like years ago. You know, people seem to forget that. But I think you have to support people through the good and the bad. We don't need fair weather people. We need people that's going to be in for the long haul, knowing that there's peaks and valleys in life. There's going to be peaks and valleys in sport. But just have patience. Support the student athletes. Support the coaching staff. Nothing stays the same forever, be it good or bad. You're not always going to win. You're definitely always going to lose. I'm confident. I feel like we have a very good staff. I think I'm a very, very good basketball coach. So just to continue to have patience, support us the best way that you can, and just know that, the better days are ahead.
Perfect. Thank you so much for taking the time out to come and visit us here at On the Set with Panther Vision. We can't wait to see you guys back in action in the Baby Dome on March 8th against Texas Southern for a 4:30 p.m. tip-off. Make sure you guys come out and support the Panthers and rock your purple and gold.